Alright, so here we are. So as I've been trying to say, I've been thinking of deleting Twitter. Just because it's like, Twitter is the home of cancel culture. And it's been like that for years. And I just... And like, I kind of... It's like you gotta give Elon Musk some props for trying to make it better. But it's just... It ain't there, you know. I made a decision a couple of weeks ago that I'm gonna, for about a week, I'm going to see, because there's been a couple developments that have been pretty bad, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna fucking give it about a week, and we'll see if I need to fucking delete Twitter. And it ain't looking that good right now. We've got freaking Matt Walsh just like insulting everybody. And then ironically both sides are like, hey, you know, one side is, hey, he's absolutely right. And the other side is like, hey, he's absolutely wrong. And then you got fucking all this January 6th stuff that's all popping up out of nowhere where you basically discover that, oh yeah, the entire thing is a sham. It's basically like 9/11, you know. And then fucking, but don't say anything about it because they'll kick you off of the platform faster than a fucking.
That last lap was a 2:27.9.
Faster than a black guy and a whole bunch of liberal women. With a black guy with the whole bunch of liberal women. Yeah, so something like that. All right. Alright. But anyway, fucking... So, there's a lot of shit going on, and it don't look good. So I am kind of like... I've kind of wanted to always be like the guy who brings people together, you know? Like the guy who's like, you know, let's not focus on our differences, and instead, let's focus on what we have the same. Now, this is a very hard task to do in this culture, because for the longest time, one side has basically just has complete control of everything. So they're in a very comfortable position. They don't want, you know, they don't want to share. They don't want to fucking... Oh, holy shit, I actually got top speed there. Ah, fuck. Because it's like, why should they give up their power? They, you know, why should they share the room? You know, they have it all to themselves. You know, they can cancel anybody they want. They can fucking do whatever they want. You know, they don't need any extra room. They don't need to try to share power. I mean, what would they gain by it? It's like as if like the concept of like not treating people like shit and sharing reality and learning about other people is somehow an incredibly racist and sexist thing now. But hey, whatever, right? Alright.
Your last lap was a 2:26.
Hang on. Oh shit. Oof. That was not good. But anyway, it's like if your goal is to try to bring people together, Twitter does not seem to be the way to do it. Because Twitter, it's almost its only function right now is to take people, is to try to rip people apart. And it'll be like, oh, look guys, Biden's gonna give us some student relief. Oh, look guys, Trump is insulting the fact that our banks are closing now. Oh, look, guys. And it's just like, ugh. I don't know. I want to be the guy responsible somehow for bringing people together, and I don't know how to do it. I used to think for years that Joe Rogan was like one of the people that was like doing the best job of doing that, because he was like, you know, honestly talking to people of all different races and creeds and political leanings and stuff like that. And it just kind of became weird hearing this guy who fucking is honestly got to be one of the most neutral people I've ever met, just suddenly be like, oh no, he's a voice to the alt-right, he's spreading misinformation and lies. And it's like, all he said, okay, I always found it funny that with COVID, they were all like, oh, listen to the experts. So he's like, okay, here's an expert. And Twitter's like, no, not like that. I don't know. It's so dumb. Like, remember, he's fucking considered a Trump supporter, even though, like, he interviewed Bernie Sanders, right? That's pretty clear what a Trump supporter would do, right? I don't know. I remember, like,
That last lap was a 2:26.6.
I remember, fuck. Oh, God, is that door loose? Shit. Well, I remember he interviewed and Tulsi Gabbard, and I was for sure, because like she was a Democratic person that her entire spiel is gonna be Trumpity Trump 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 McTrumpity Trump. Trump is evil, Trump is bad, Trump is a Nazi, Trumpity Trump Trump. But no, she was actually really fucking smart. Like her entire interview, she's all talking about, like, you know, trying to stop the military-industrial complex, and how I think J. Edgar Hoover was warning us about it or something. And it was really impressive. And, you know, never would have fucking known if not for Joe Rogan fucking sitting down and actually having, like, a legitimate conversation with her. But I think the one of the things that made everyone hate Joe Rogan so much was that he had just about every time he would have someone on to debate him, they would always look like fucking morons. I've seen clips of like his interview with Adam. Oh God, what's the guy from Adam Knows Everything? And he's all like, "Oh well, you know, there's no such thing as alpha males," and he's like, "Oh well, actually, according to nature and science, oh well, I just don't believe it." Well, I mean, according to what is actually existing, this is a thing. Well, I just don't see, and it's like, oh, motherfucker. I mean, another thing is, fucking, he's like a big supporter of women's sports, so like he doesn't really support the idea, especially for like MMA and stuff. He does not support the idea of oh God, I don't know if I dare commentary on that one, because in fact, probably just what I've said is enough to get me canceled. So yeah, if you want to cancel your subscription to me, go ahead. You know, stop watching me. You'll be like, oh fuck, this guy's crazy. I'll be fine.